Hello everybody, another live. The last one's important to get shared out. We got to build emails and we need to get that knowledge out to all Canadians, all First Nations. Just as I make this video for all of you right now, how very, very important it is to know truths, and I catch comments all the time. Here's the truth for all Canadians, the truth that a lot of people don't know. Section 37 registration in Canada, federal politics. All the parties with Section 37s can never, and I repeat, never, ever hold the crown. That means constitutionally they can never govern in any way, shape, or form. Now, these parties, there's several, they claim, oh, we don't need all that. We're going to champion all these things and pressure other parties who have the crown to do it. And guess what? They'll never do it, because once you hold the crown, you're an absolute autocrat. And you can lie your face off to anybody. And there's nothing the people, Canadian or First Nations, can do about it. That's reality. That's the entirety of Canada in a nutshell. It was funny, a friend, I went through this the other day, asked me any question. We're going to do this Sunday, and I'm going to go on a rant for all of you and come up with any question, and I'll play crown, and I will give it to you straight as it really is in Canada. So Maverick Party, as it really is, a Section 37 registration, can talk all the smoke and mirrors they want. Are they the first Section 37 in Canada? Nope. There's been several. Reform Party, all kinds. What does that mean, Western Canada? It means it's just somebody crying on a stage, making the Conservatives capitulate. But really, who are they capitulating to? Other first-class citizens of the Conservative Party, to have all of you Western Canadians flat on your face every time. You're all sitting here now watching me as a man who went through the entirety of the whole shit show of Western Section 37 registrations. There's been a number of them. You think I'm out east? You think I'm doing what I have to do because I want to deliver you all a Section 37 party that can't do anything and never will? Just pillow talk, fluff and puff, so that fat cats can steal all your money and then in the end merge back with the original progressive Conservative Party that was and is and always will be the Liberal Conservative Party of Canada. It's only ever been liberal conservative that's ever held the crown in Canada. Now every other party wants to fight for it. There are real registered full parties. That's what I'm going to deliver for all of you, or die trying. That's reality. Think I'm out here for the fun and games? No. I'm here to give you, the people, you, the first people, all of you entirely, a tremendous gift that's never, ever been given to average Joe Jane or an Indigenous man or woman ever in Canadian history. This thing we have with Mary Simon, the newly appointed Governor General, we have to get a letter to her. We have to be careful it doesn't go to Rideau College before she's ascended. And you will all see the letter. It's going to go through her legal powers, her crown powers constitutionally, so she knows this is the power you wield, and it will cost you your first-class citizenry entirely. It will cost you, but you will do a tremendous amount for the people of Canada and absolutely the First Nations across the board. But literally, you want to see a hero? This is Mary Simon, 74 years old. Mary, this is your chance to leave a legacy. Turn your back on that corrupt system that destroyed your people, your ancestors, destroyed many, many lives, many, many Canadian lives. You have a chance to save all the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and those to come. You have this opportunity to say no. I will use my power. I will make right what is tremendously wrong in this country. I will do this massive action today. And Mary, it'll be you. It'll be you, the hero of the First Peoples, hero of all Canadians. That could be you. Or you can go with Trudeau, secure your family, and to hell with the Inuit, to hell with the First Nations, and to hell with all the Canadians. You wouldn't be the first-class citizen. They've all done it entirely. There's only but two in all of Canada's history who've ever stood up to the crown while holding the crown. Two premiers in Alberta. One, Ralph Klein, and absolutely Eberhard, Social Credit Party. He did the most. It probably led to his early death. It probably deteriorated his health. He fought tooth and nail. Canadians, look at the history. William Eberhard, Bible Belt Bill, a Baptist, a man who could not be broken. And whether you liked his politics or not, or people were angry at the time you read his history, the reality is he was no racist. He did tremendous for the First Nations, more than any premier before or after him. And he did it at a time where First Nations were absolutely hated and were not even registered as human beings on this earth. Neither were blacks, browns, yellows, unless you were Japanese. Outside of Japan, all of the yellow race was absolutely not even registered human beings. Worldwide, that was the League of Nations. That was a legacy of colonialism. For those who didn't like, I had messages on my Jagmeet Singh. I'm going to explain something to you. India went independent. We have shrines dedicated. Edward VII, oh, the great emperor of India, slaving a people. And they're celebrated right here in Toronto, Queen's Park. The biggest monolith statue, probably worth millions of dollars in stone, and this man on a giant horse, Emperor of India, his beaten subjects, his peasants. They went independent. Do you know who Jagmeet Singh is? He is loyal to the crown, thrown out of independent India. They don't want someone who is brown, who would suckhole to the crown, knowing the history of what the crown did, its meaning, its representation to his own people. The man's a total piece of shit. And you know what? People who get mad about my swearing or how I go talk about statues and all that, I can go through each and every one of these evil bastard bitch monsters, man or woman alike, and their atrocities. They are no better, in fact worse than Hitler, because they're still celebrated today. That somehow Nazism is the only colonial sick nutcase out there. Sick nutcases. Well, guess what? Wrong. They're all around us today. Canada's filled to the brim of them. They're the first to point at you and call you racist or pervert and throw you under the bus, destroy your lives, and use the media to absolutely ruin you. And the reality is, all these people who suck hole, these people, blinded. You're following Hitlers. Jagmeet Singh's a Hitler. NDP is not the Labour Party. Unions aren't even democratic anymore. They haven't been absolutely since post-96. At some time after that, they started to decrepit. They started to go decrepit. They started to break apart and go into an institution of some kind of crown crap itself. mirrored entirely like the Indian Act. This isn't the only place. China's gravitating to this stuff now from Canada. Russia's taking a bunch from colonial Canada. And it shines a spotlight on Canada. And all of a sudden all the experts worldwide going, holy smokes, that's true. We can't argue this. All of a sudden experts, Nazi left, right, because they argue this hard. Oh, it was extreme left socialist crazies. Oh no, it's alt-right religious crazies. No, it's absolute colonialism. That all of them are like. Every single one. Because that was the world constitution. Might is right. If you're not white, you ain't right. And when they say white, you ain't right, you better be a first-class citizen, divinity like a god. This is reality, people. Wake up. It's real history. It's written. It's logged. Every expert in the world with any merit will tell you everything I'm saying is 100% true. I'm not scared to step on toes. I'm not scared to offend anyone, anyway. And you know what? All these threats people making on my life, and you know, I'm sorry, some First Nation groups who've been suckered along the way. The truth is there for you. Threaten me all you like, to say what you want to say. The reality is, you go after me, you're only destroying your future, your grandkids' future, your great-grandkids' future. So either you wake up, start reading, start looking at things as they really are. You're all going to start seeing titles as they really are. That's what I'm just going to keep doing. Just like my Oxford paper. I'm going to break things down as they really are. And if you don't like it, or you're a crybaby, or you're easily offended, or you don't want to know the truth, move along. Threaten me all you like. I could care less. That's what sick, dirty, Nazi-type bastards do. Chicken shits. Really. Think they're going to fear you. NDP's biggest weapon. We're going to fear you. Duncan Kinney style. A total lying piece of shit. Gets published all over Canada. Big hero. Big fucking liar. And a weak piece of shit. And NDP celebrates this guy. Some super Antifa who lies his face off. Can't even publish real credible facts. But Canadian media lets him publish away. Even though half the shit he says is an absolute lie for all Canadians and all Indigenous. You all look. And you will find, Métis Nation, before you start condemning me or start threatening me, you start looking who gave you what, when, and how you got it. Because it certainly wasn't the Crown, and it certainly wasn't the government of Canada. William Aberhart, he wasn't no KKK, he was a Baptist. It's all baloney. They did to him what they do to me, what they do to everybody who tries to do the right thing. That's my video, everybody. Maverick, you want to throw your vote away? You want to go the route that's been done so many times, all attached to the Conservative Party? Not that that would matter, because Liberal, Conservative, NDP, Green, there's a bunch of them that only care about the Crown and the first-class citizen. Absolutely designed exactly like Nazi Germany, because it's colonial. They're all the same system. Abolished by the world powers, never to be again. And I will stop at nothing to see this in the ICC. At nothing. And then that's Governor General right now. That's another little tool, a chance we have to force Canada. She can do that. Mary Simon can do that. And we got to tell her what her powers are. We have to time it out. You're all going to see the letter. That's the work I'm doing right now. Everything else is on hold. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's right now, one opportunity. And if this woman, she finds any power of the Creator or Jesus Christ or whatever she believes in, or just humanity, for what happened to those children, all those residential children, if that doesn't move her, I don't know, it's just, and then don't lose heart, everybody. First class never breaks. They never break, hardly ever. 1 in 2,000, 2 in 2,000, sorry. So 1 in 1,000, that's your odds here. That's her odds. But she is Inuit. A lineage there. Is it broken from her? Is she one of those broken by the system? Loves the master, the house slave? There was tons of them. Just ask the history of slavery. Read about it. Terrible. Terrible. Those who do their own in. The worst kind of the worst. Worse. Worse than even the master is those that would do everybody of their own people in just for that. That's sick. I don't know, that's history. That's mankind. That's how human beings are. One of the evils we have to fight each and every day. These fights come, we fight. Thanks, everybody. That's my video. Share. It's important, especially out west. Bloc Québécois is the same crap. Yes, they get some wins, but don't forget, they have the crown attached. They're listed Upper Lower Canada, Alberta, Western Canada. You're not there. And BC ain't going to support in any kind of real numbers, not in Greater Van. They've already got their deal with Quebec, a $40 billion real estate industry in immigration to absolutely complete the Indigenous genocide in Western Canada. That's what it's been designed for. I can teach you guys so much all day long. When that genocide's done, it will be at the expense of the third class, all of you. Your genocide is going too. It's just not classified that way, because most nations don't have systems of autocracy this bad, except in the worst of the worst former colonial, crazy, fully dictatorial autocracies that's called out, that's investigated by the ICC. Why is Canada not there? We gotta get it there. Thank you. That's my video.